FC2 has 50. So who's really prepared? Except for those who've maybe been around last year. Welcome to FC2, the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Get on, get going, event.frostx.com, and you can join this absolute carnage of a race where we once again will try and see who can come out on top here. We had some good fighting over the past few weeks. Quazor is going to be the one leading the championship with his team, Alfrog. But last week we had a big improvement by Ice Bull Racing in Bahrain, earning 100 points. That's about 20 more than the current team standings champion, leader, I should say, Alfrog. And of course, just like usual, we have our favorite co-commentator in the booth. Welcome, Point.
Hello! Oh my goodness, Blue, I'm very excited for Jeddah today. This is a little too chaotic, I think. We even have Hotspot joining in for the action as well. The Dutch driver trying to make his return after participating in FC1, not able to do FC2 for a couple of races. Otherwise, 50 drivers on Jeddah. This track is about as long as Bahrain is, but the line is a lot tighter and a lot more difficult to get down, and we're gonna be expecting lots and lots of collisions.
Oh yeah, all the way through.
It won't even be ironic to say there will be about 300 bumps that'll happen just from lap 1.
Just in lap 1 alone, yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, we will be able to catch them all here. And I understand some people are around who do stream the event on their POV. So if you want a more direct in-person stream, you can watch some of those around. I'm sure they all have it in their description. FC2. I think New Kiddo's around. I think Planet Aurora is also streaming, and a few others as well. So if you want to see their POVs, of course, later as well, you could also tune in to a few of our 50 drivers on track. If you have Sky Stream, Sky Glass, and Sky Red, or whatever it's called. No, I'm kidding. If you have 2 monitors, you can do it. That's all you need here in FC2. We don't expect you to pay for the premium Formula Craft subscription. Because, I mean, that would be pretty cool. Imagine that. Imagine to see every single driver's POV here. Oh. Not yet. We have 1 camera. and 1 awesome stream here. We're getting going. Just about ready. Let's let the race control know that we are ready to go. Ready to start with qualifying. And unlike F1, which you guys may have just gotten off, I hope you enjoyed that race, or FC1 race, whatever race you just watched, that we do qualifying on the same day as racing, just to make things a little bit easier. So we start with qualifying for about, I don't know, takes about 6-7 minutes or so. And then they'll jump into the race. So we do have to get through classification first with all these drivers. Let's take a look, actually. Advent info. Actually, I think I have it saved. There we go, this one. There are 68 drivers signed up to qualify right now. Which, yeah, it's around the track. And we talked about it just bumper cars. But why is it bumper cars? Well, I mean, look at all these walls. First off, there is very little runoff on this track. And you can see these drivers are just pinching across all of these turns here, just trying to get as much speed as they can. Oh, looks like they've been
everyone got
teleported in. So let's take a look at our I don't know where.
I don't know about you, Blue. I'm lagging right now.
I am too. I'm trying to TP to the grid, but yeah, there's some there's too many people, guys. There's too many people.
Oh man, this is gonna be exciting. Knowing this many people are gonna be doing qualifying this race. We have a few drivers here who haven't been signed yet. Jolly the Duck and Emerald Window still have to be added to the grid.
Where are they?
I think Race Control is doing like a last check to see, make sure no one else is just racing randomly on the track right now.
There they are. I don't know why I didn't see them earlier. Here they are. Of course, we all love the Neapolitan ice cream of the ores. Well, oh boy, we've had some crashing. Oh no, a lot of disconnects there. You can see them all joining back. We might have to wait just a little bit for all these drivers to get together and sort themselves out between each other.
17 PPS. Here we go.
Oh boy. Hopefully lightning rods are turned off and everything, because this one may get a little bit crazy.
Just a little?
Just a little.
Just a little. How many
Um,
people of the blob you think will be staying in after turn 1 alone?
well, it is qualifying, which means you can see everyone bouncing off because of the anti-cram. You can see all the spectators or whoever is just jumping off the. Oh my gosh, there goes Techhead all over there.
My goodness.
Uh, it is qualifying, and we do different qualifying than most leagues in the business here in ice boat racing. We do a loneliness mode quali, which means all drivers will qualify at the exact same time. They cannot see each other, but we will see all of them, which is really fun to see the blob of drivers all come through. They won't be able to bump into each other. Oh, there they all go. You can enjoy what a sneak peek of what that blob looks like right here as we go into turn 1.
That's like a third of the blob blue.
Yeah, exactly. It's a sneak peek. It's not quite there yet, but almost all of them. Yeah, so, and you mentioned turn 1. How many people are gonna hit turn 1 properly? Well, turn 1 has changed significantly since last year. We have removed the walls here, so you can absolutely cut through this, slow yourself down on the inside of the turn instead of having to brake normally. You can just slow yourself down on the normal blocks there, called a block stop, of course. Fastest way around turn 1 is through that new block stop. And we'll see who takes it, who goes wide, and who crashes, because I'm sure we will see some crashes here. But yeah, I believe they're trying to reset everything, trying to get the TPS back. It's looking a little better. All right, let's go. Oh gosh, way too many drivers. And we can't see them all here. Unfortunately, we used to have it where you can kind of read through everybody's names, but the scoreboard has kind of shuffled them all. So you can't see every single driver here, but I know we have a few of them here. You can see Adam on there, a good driver in the midfield there. I believe Brecky is here. Pikachichi has been here every single race, and he's here once again.
We got an all right from Satumni. Okay, Zine.
I believe Crafties is here. Crafties was recently racing in FC1, but has since dropped down to FC2.
Yes. We also have Laser, Adams Apples, old-time drivers.
All these
here as well.
Man, these guys are getting old. I didn't realize that boat racing you could slow down by getting older, but
And here we go. Let's look at
my point here as they all go into turn 1. Look at this blob. Oh, you love to see it. There's way too many drivers here. Usually the one in the front is going to be the fastest turn. Oh,
and it's going to be Hutspot.
There you go. Hutspot is the best turn 1 out of everybody here. Of course, there's some chunk issues there. People are still chasing them down, and this track is far from over after turn 1, although it is very significant to get turn 1 perfect. But Hutspot currently the one who has the fastest time around the first sector. There's Crafties there trying to pick up the pace. Gabriel Live and Ice there are alongside him. Hockey fans kind of squeeze in there. There's a Mega Miz, Ferrari 15, Schlumbly.
Yeah, Demonatic, Nito first as well here. Now going into Sector 2, I believe. Yeah, Hutspot still leading by quite a margin. About a dozen blocks split him and whoever's in second place. I think is Schmebly. Now is Gabriel Live as he has a late break into the corner, as well as Hockey Fan, who caught up all the way up to third place right now. And right now he has some decent exit speed. He's side by side with 2 other drivers. Let's see Hutspot taking this last wall tap.
He's cruising through this. He's made a significant gap to everybody else here. I mean, if everyone else could see each other, they're going to be so scared of Hutspot, just far away ahead of everybody else. There goes a 16.1 by Hutspot. That's pretty dang quick. That gets you way up the field in FC1. But Hutspot, yeah, cruising through this. The nearest driver is Hockey Fan, 7/10 down after lap 1. They'll have a bunch more to go, but still.
Oh, wait, never mind. Kazinhu just beat him.
Whoa, Kazinhu!
Where did Kazinhu come from? I believe he's the one with the current lap record right now. He's grinding the crap out of this track.
Yes, and, I was wondering where he was at. I'm like, I was thinking while we're watching Hutspot and the rest of them come through, I'm like, I would think Kazinhu would be here. He's been practicing just about every day, multiple hours. Oh, he gets a bump there, so this is not going to be a good lap for him. But a 15.550, that is insanely quick. Hutspot's probably the one most confused now. I mean, the rest of the drivers are like, yeah, okay, Hutspot's going to beat me. It's okay, I won't get first. But now Hutspot's thinking the same thing. I won't get first because Kazinhu just beat me by 5/10. That's half a second, guys. And around this track, that's insane.
I mean, we know Hutspot. He has monstrous pace, and he can perform really well when it comes to race pace and dealing with backmarkers and overtakes.
Well, here he
Here
is leading the pack again.
he-
Unfortunately, not going to be a good time for him. He's a 10th down. Probably won't be an improvement there. No, it isn't. The rest of them come through. There's Omega Miss, good improvement there. Demonatic 2 seconds improvement. I see Zine Zoom 2.9 second improvement. That's pretty dang good. Demonatic moving up to 3rd. You can see a few other drivers moving up in the field. There's Adam actually, 12th position. So far.
Latest with 3-second improvement. I guess they messed up their lap that bad. The previous lap. Icon was moving up 8 seconds, but not getting in the top 15 right now. We have Captain Crafties completing the top 10 at the moment. He's probably one of the oldest drivers here on the grid. Then we also even have Demonatic going up to 3rd place on his 2nd lap.
Yeah, Crafty's only beaten by Adam in terms of age. Yeah, Adam is definitely the oldest driver in the community. But Crafties has, I guess he's also outgrown his prime years. He's now relegated to an FC2 driver.
Oh,
no longer will he see him in FC1, I don't think. But anyway, continuing to the front here, Kazinhu's trying to improve that time. I don't think it needs much improvement, but here he is, only a 10th down from that time. He's cruising through this.
That's very impressive for him. If he can keep this pace during the race, he will certainly give Hotspot a run for his money.
So there's a little bit of lag there, but he's still going through this.
Hotspot with a 1-tick improvement there. Only a 1-tick improvement for him. He won't.
Yeah, Demonatic actually jumped him there. You can see all the times coming in as we watch Kazinhu take it through the last turn.
Demonatic getting in the front row.
Second. CT Keeper's come up from the back there. He didn't have a good first 2 laps, but here he is now, 4th position for him. Kazinhu ended up kind of bombing that last sector there. Not going to be an improvement there. 7/10 down. We continue onwards. Let's take a look at let's take a look at CT Cuber there. He's probably in a position he's not too familiar with in that 4th position, and so he's going to try and hold on to that. See what he can do here around this long turn 13. If he can hold on to 4th position, that'd be huge for him. We've learned from FC1 and a few other races on Jeddah here, is that top 4 are in a really good spot on this track entering turn 1 especially. Turn 1 is a really hard turn, as you guys have seen. And yeah. Top 4 will be able to get into tandem with each other by the time they get into turn 1, which means it is, for those top 4 positions, they won't be able to see each other, and so they can take the turn as normally as they can, as long as they, of course, they do it well. But for the rest of the field, they have to avoid people in the turn 1, which is really dangerous, especially 5th position. You see them all come in once again. Most of them non-improvement. There's Fisher of James, 4-second improvement. Kebab, 4/10. Too bad. No big improvements, though.
Hotspot just shaving a lot there as well. He won't be getting an improvement either here. Still in 3rd place at the moment. Not a bad position for him. Otherwise, we even have Oni Dallas moving up to 9th place recently. Schmedley, someone I wouldn't expect to be up there. Captain Crafty's getting a bit of improvement with Adam Snapples dropping down to P15. Terraformer 9 just beating him by a tick. And
they're all in their last laps or so right now. So most drivers
is so chaotic right now. We even have 6th place, very unpredictable position for Ice 11.
Take a look.
That's one of the drivers we haven't seen. We haven't really seen do the best recently, and the fact that he's up in 6th place at the moment, very good improvement for him in the previous races.
Yeah, it's gonna be the time he's gonna have to satisfy himself with. He's not improved this lap. He's quite a ways down. Neither is Crafties.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at Demonatic. We haven't seen him too much, but we've seen his times pull in, and certainly somebody
about
to
20 seconds.
Pay attention
20
to.
seconds for everyone else to.
Ani Dulles just made a huge improvement.
Up to 2nd place, Oni Dallas takes the front row away from Demonatic. Hotspot gets a monstrous block stop in the beginning. Now he's 1 tick up on his time. Will he be able to find the pace to try and beat everyone else on the grid? Hotspot is 2/10 up right now. I think he's the man to watch at the moment as we go into this last lap of qualifying.
Can Hotspot reclaim his? I mean, we saw him just shatter everyone's expectations into the first lap, but he hasn't been able to repeat that effort. You can see him trying to block stop here, but I don't think that was good enough. Nope, yeah, I think he's done here.
A lot. Yeah.
Yeah, 7/10 down. He can't improve there.
Someone we haven't mentioned earlier was Nito the First. He moves up to P5.
There you go, Nito.
Just
Another
beating
driver
CT
relegated to FC2 after
another
years
old-time
of
driver there.
service in the Premier League of FC1. But Anidalis here has second right now. He's not going to make an improvement here coming to these last two turns. So he will sit where he is. And
top drivers.
I think that's going to be pretty much it. There may be a few drivers who could sneak in their last lap to be an improvement. But
needed a first try to get an improvement, but just barely missed the wall tap there. And then there you go. 2 second. But let's see.
There you go. Brecky, 2/10 improvements. Nearmed Windows 8/10. But no movement in the top 15, it looks like. Zinzoom, though? No. He does move into 15th, though. Zinzoom breaks into the 15th spot there. You can see him at the bottom of the leaderboard.
Yeah. And then, 1.5 seconds splitting Kazinhu and Zinzoom at the moment. Kazinhu had a monstrous lap there on the second lap for qualifying. No one was able to respond to his time, not even Demon, Onidalis, or Hotspot.
There you go. Quite a wide gap between first and fourth. 5/10 is quite a lot here on this track. And we can take a look at the top times. Ani Kaiser and Kazinhu are the two who have the highest practice times. There's Ani Kaiser right there. He's not racing with us. He was in FC1 today. But Kazinhu, a 15.050 is his personal best, and a 15.5 doesn't seem like it's that fast compared to his PB, but it is monstrous. We'll see most drivers here in the upper midfield will probably be setting laps in the race around 117 or so is going to be your average race pace across this field for anyone competitive. Kazinhu's 15.5 is actually crazy. So there you go. There's the rest of your times. You can see, scroll them real quick. Unfortunately, Adam, we watched him earlier. 20th position. He did have a good first few laps, but not anymore. Let's do our tradition here, guys. It is poll time. Who is going to win? And we will do, just like normal, the front row, which I believe is Kazinhu. Oh, I can't scroll up that far. Oh, gosh.
I think it's Kazinhu and Onidalis, I believe.
And Onidalis.
My memory serves me right. And then
I
we have
so.
Demon Attic, I think.
Demon Attic or Hotspot, yeah.
It's Demon Attic, and then Hotspot, Nido, and I forget who's in 6th.
It's hard to keep track. There's so many good drivers. Let's see if we can, or slash heat results, I believe. And we do, there we go. We can
slash round results are one.
Kazinhu, Onidalis is the front two, and then it's Demon Attic and Hotspot in the second row. Third row is Nido and CT Cuber. CT Cuber, great. Great position from him.
Driver.
Yeah.
Alright, F15 in 7th place. Hockey fan getting probably the best qualifying position he's done in FC2 so far.
All right, poll is up, guys. Who do you have? Who's your favorite driver? And you can lump them with a second free driver for you. Front row, second row, third row, or is there anyone else who can win this one? I'm telling you right now, third row are gonna have to pull in something special here in order to survive turn 1.
Big dive bomb, probably. Yeah, that's probably the only way they're gonna stay in town with the leaders.
There we go. Chat is finally on screen. I don't know why that took so long for it to update, but there it is.
67 drivers have set a lap, and I believe there are some late drivers who didn't show up to quali who probably just joined in. They're probably gonna join in the back though. Gonna see who joins in though, and some people are requesting a reverse grid spin for some reason. Hey, come on, hey.
That is yes, that is our little tradition there. If it comes down to it, I don't ask too much, but if you do want to see some craziness, we can pull up the wheel for a little bit of cold hard cash. We're in Saudi Arabia after all, Yeah. I was thinking Hotspot, Demon Attic. I gotta say, yeah, Hotspot is certainly a dominant. We saw his dominance right off the bat, but Kazinhu certainly is challenging that spot for the front row, and I'm just making sure.
Hotspot still yet has to win an FC2 race. He's gotten P2 in the first 2 races and couldn't show up to Japan and Bahrain because he has activity in FC1. And then now this is probably his chance to finally get that top spot in the podium position.
Might also
Knowing
say
his confidence.
Hotspot will definitely win. He says he's so confident. Adam too. Adam thinks he can win. There he is, right there. He's in chat.
Yep.
Adam's thinking he's gonna win from, I think, what did he get? He got like 15th or something. He got 20th. He got 20th there.
Yeah.
Load it up. We should be. Oh, I don't have my.
Surprisingly, we don't have a Quadler on today. Quadler still has a humongous gap. Quadler still has a humongous gap. Actually, he has enough points so that if if Omega Miz wins this race, he won't even be able to overtake Quasar in points. Omega Miz sitting in second place. I don't know if he's on right now. Yeah, he is. Omega Miz is racing here today. El Saco is not on either.
Yeah, well, let's take a look at this starting grid, because, I mean, we got to try and see how long we can get. So, on pole position, Kazunhu with Ani Dallas are going to try and challenge that spot. Demonatic from the third row. Nito the first has been moved because Hutspot has elected to go all the way back and back and back to our scuffed last position. He's probably in there somewhere. There's a lot of names. I see Laser's name in there. He's in yellow, but I don't see Hutspot's name. I assume he's in here. But there is way too many drivers on this track, but we will keep going. So anyways, that improves Nito to fourth position. That's huge for Nito. He doesn't want to be in that fifth spot. It's dangerous there on the inside behind all these drivers. Fifth spot is very dangerous, and that's where CT Cuber is lined up. Good luck to him, man. He's going to need it here in turn 1. Ferrari F15, Lucky Fan, Iced 11. Good racing there in qualifying. Gaber Live there. We saw him a little bit there in that first lap. Schlembly, Omega Miz, Crafton Crafty's his first race in FC2. We'll see what he can do against these backmarkers. Sandoris, Kebab, Nomad Windows, Terraformer, and Adam's going to be a top 20. We can go all the way back and back and back. There's so many drivers.
What the heck? Everyone's just merged in on the last positions here.
Yeah, I mean, someone, I assume Hutspot and some other people in there. I don't know. You can see a little pink maybe in the head. Let's see if we can find it.
Let's see. Where's
Is there any pink in there? You guys see any pink? Any pink?
Wait, you're right. Hutspot isn't on his top 10 right now. I think he requested to start all the way back. Never mind.
If I TP to him, he's in this group. You can see me doing it. He's definitely in here.
Well, we're gonna have to see what will Oni Dallas do against Kazinhu into the front row. What will Nito and Demonatic do in the second row? How will Ferrari F15 and 60 Cuber survive in the third row? And everyone else in the back of the grid there. It's just gonna be.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about this fifth row like it's gonna be the hardest position. It certainly isn't, but it's a lot harder than the front. Everyone behind fifth is just it's don't bump.
This might be chaos before we even get to the finish line. So, let's go gambling is such a correct term.
Yep. Time to get lucky in turn 1 because it is about to go down here. FC2 Saudi Arabian Grand Prix is underway. Here we go. Because then he's going to lead us off. People are already spreading out so much before turn 1 as they try and squeeze to the outside. Who's going to survive turn 1? There he is. There is Nito bumping from 4th. He's falling all the way down.
And we only have two drivers fighting it out here for. Wait, what happened to Kazinhu? Kazinhu just messed up into the first quarter, and now only Dallas and Demonatic are the ones fighting for the lead now.
Yeah, the rest of the drivers are slowly coming through turn 1. They're taking their sweet time. There must have been a carnage before the first lap, or before the first term, as we try and catch up to Ani Dallas, who's leading this race alongside Demonatic wherever they are. Let's TP. I thought they'd be
Demonatic.
Right there.
Demonatic currently sitting at P10 in the championship right now. Oni Dallas, if he could get a win this race, he would be able to catch up from P21 actually.
There you go. So CT Cuber's falling positions. You can see him there on the scoreboard. He dropped all the way to 8th. Unfortunate start for him. We mentioned that 5th position could be really tricky. And I believe also 4th did have an issue. That was Nito, who's fallen all the way out of the top 15, I believe. No, sorry, he's 6th now. He's able to recover, but he did get bumped to the turn 1. Which Demonatic and Ani Dallas battle it out right alongside each other. They will continue driving through. No one in this top 15 are probably going to enter the pits because they have learned that pitting now will end up putting you behind all these crazy backmarkers. You do not want that on Jeddah.
Unless your name is Nito first, because he jumped to the pit for first lap for some reason. What
Oh,
is
that's a
this kind
risky
of move
move,
going
Nito.
on?
I don't know if you want to do that there. Nito's doing it. CT Cuber is also taking the strategy. So fourth and fifth, both trying to do this same strategy here. It's going to be tough. You can see these drivers passing him, and those are the people they will have to pass in order to catch up. Gosh, it is. Yeah, it's
Well,
going to be tough for these guys. They were originally in, what, 6th and 7th or so? And now,
yes.
well, he's in 26th off the start. With so many drivers in front of him, it's going to be tough for Nita to get alongside. He's going to try and undercut. He's going to try and pass the people he was behind before he pit by pitting early. But with all these back markers, it's going to be so much harder for Nita to do this. So good luck
Well,
to him.
as we speak, we have a duel between Oni Dallas and Schmebly. Oni Dallas losing out the tandem battle against Demonatic and going down, bolting into the final sector. This really fast corner. Oh, I think Oni Dallas is backing out of it. And then behind them, it's another duel between the two Guarana racers right now.
There you go.
Guarana Racing racers. Yeah, we have
Zinu,
Zinu
Gamer
and Gamer
Live.
Live.
Yeah.
They're both teammates. They've been both in tandem for 2 laps now. Down to lap 3 as these remain in tandem. Kazinu with a slight advantage right now, going to turn 1, but he messes up. But so Gamer Life catches up, and so does Oni Dallas, who messes up even more. Then makes it a 3-way tandem here for 3rd place. And then we even have another driver right behind him who is getting lapped by them. As Kebab is going to catch up to him. Well, what will he do to deal with this back where he's still going to be behind him? But otherwise, Kazinhu trying to get into the mix, fight his way to 3rd place.
There you go. I think Schlembly just entered a battle with Demonatic there. Schlembly is going to be the one leading this race for at least the sector. We'll see if he can hold on to the rest of the lap before he gets his first lap led in FC2. But right now, he is holding on.
Why. I think I can see why. There's this backmarker, Cool Master ER, who makes it a 4-way tandem into the battle for P3, but he's a lap down.
He will quickly fall out of position. Oh, that's who's that?
Oh,
that's
who's that? Kazinhu, our pole position sitter, loses out in this tandem battle. That'll give a chance for Kebab to catch up slightly. And I don't know what Brecky is saying, what to say
that's
for,
another
but
bump. Who is that? Was that?
What is going on? There's so many
Schlembly, no.
That's Gamer Live into the walls. Gamer Live into the walls. Demonatic drops all the way down to 4th place. Oni Dallas takes the
lead. From the lead.
And Demonatic will reclaim the lead once again, going down to lap 4 out of 14.
Look at this, Ani Dallas into the pit. Schlembly does as well. Look at all these backmarkers behind him, all pitting here on lap 2. Gosh, this.
Oh my goodness.
Quick decisions by Schlembly and Demonatic there after bumping on the last turn there. Quickly diving into the pits before anything too bad happens. Let's see if that pays off. That quick time decision there.
Another duel that has just begun right now. Iconos versus Hockey Fan right now. They're both on the same pit count, so this is an actual fight for position. Hockey Fan didn't get the best of starts, but he's showing his superiority in pace over Iconos, and he's trying to cut his way through the field, getting back into the top 10. Now we'll see Iconos trying to hold on to the position, going out a hairpin, ending lap.
Much deeper entrance there.
With a bit of a set for Iconos, but it works out for him. Hockey kind of messes up the entry to the hairpin, taking a bit of too much of the mix size. We'll see Hockey dive down. Oh my goodness, he dove down into the wall time, and he bumps Iconos out, who loses out so many positions.
Yeah, that's big news. Sharfie's been able to pass him. There's Iconos right there, iced. Trying to get alongside. I don't think it's going to be enough for iced. But that's big right there. Actually, I do want to look at something here because, once again, it seems to happen all the time. But here's Adam with Brecky right in front of him. Every single time we see these two together. And there goes Adam and actually going to beat Brecky there.
Hockey Fan getting bummed, getting severely punished. Now fighting with Charismatics for P9 at the moment. Let's see. Adam jumps into the pit, actually. Maybe he has to deal with some backmarkers. We even have driver Ficky and OC official just bumping out Brecky, giving the position to Hockey Fan and Charismatics, making it a 3-way tandem battle now, fighting for P7. Now, these are some very entertaining fights going on into the first 5 laps. Hockey Fan is currently blazing down into the first sector, but he gets bumped by a backmarker. He went a little too fast, got a little too greedy, and he loses out those 2 positions. As now, Charismatics and Brecky both have to deal with these same backmarkers. Hockey has gotten bumped twice, and couldn't get in tandem.
Yeah, stuff. The drivers are certainly organizing themselves a little bit. There's still battles going on. There's Ferrari, I believe Ferrari
and Club 2546. Yep, they even have 2 backmarkers to get past. That's a very close move on Sandor's. getting position over Sandor's Ferrari F15 and Kebab, just barely missing him. Now they both have to deal with the same backmarker that Sandor's had to deal with.
Watch
who gets
out, there's
bumped
some
by another
carnage.
backmarker, and then here comes a wall tap here into the last corner. They both somehow stay in tandem. Kebab, having the disadvantage, is not letting go of this fight.
You're down to turn 1. This is where you lose it for Kebab, so he's gonna be careful here.
Alright,
They
Kebab,
both
Kebab.
mess it up. Oh, terrible news.
Sandor's
Sandor's gonna enter this fight now.
Yep.
There you go.
Charismatic jumping into the pit as well. Let's see. Where is Oni Dallas right now?
We gotta take a look at the front. It's been changed. It's changed again. It's Gabriel Live who's gonna lead this now with Kazinhu right next to him. They're both alongside.
With Mr. Pig Sus right ahead of them too. So how will Mr. Pig Sus affect this battle? There's even Demonatic just trailing right behind Gabriel Live here. Into the wall time. Mr. Pig Sus messes it up. And we have 2 drivers, Romaka, Pikachachi. Actually 3 drivers that Demonatic has overtaken in a single corner now.
There's a lagging driver here. That's Juju. They've all been able to avoid. Down through this back straight of the section here.
Oh my goodness.
Kazinhu and Gabriel Live still going at it for this P1 side by side. This is the battle for certainly a lot. And there's a little bit of lag there for Kazinhu. He's trying to hold on here a little bit. Early blocks up from him. Gabriel Live takes it too late and actually put Kazinhu in front. And Gabriel Live is going to concede there. Conceding there into the pits there for him. Tight battle there. Kazinhu wins that one out there on that last turn.
I think Demonatic got bumped. Oh, he got bumped really badly. What happened to him? He loses out about 7 seconds now. Oh, what?
Yeah, he was sitting in 3rd, and now he's in 6th. Yeah, 6th pit stop there.
Probably a good decision there for Demonatic because there are a lot of backmarkers who just streamed past him after he got bumped.
So he's gonna. Somebody's messing with his boat.
Oh wow.
Oh no, Demonatic. The gamer cats there broke his boat trying to enter it, and now that guy's a passenger. I don't know if he wants. I hope so, because he's stuck with him. Oh no!
My goodness, Demonatic getting met once again on the exit of the pit. What is going on, man?
That's a few seconds lost for Demonatic. That's gotta suck so much for him, considering he just lost so much time.
He's stuck behind Schmedley once again, who is currently fighting with another backmarker, Dr. Spatz. No, not necessarily a backmarker. He just hasn't pitted yet. But Dr. Spatz just trying to hold on to his position, trying to defend. I don't think he's able to keep his position against a fast driving Schmedley at the moment. He's someone who took the lead early on this race.
Yeah, without that interference, Demonatic would have been in front of Schmedley there, but he's unfortunately not been able to do so with 2 boats being broken in the pit lane. Sucks a lot for him.
We have yet another close fight going on. Sorry to cut you off. I kind of want to watch Zinzoom and Hockey Fan right now going down the last corner. And they're in tandem. Zinzoom going for a double wall tap, just overtaking Vicky by tiny margins. Bolting it down to turn 1. They have decent clean air right now if they keep this pace up. And now Hockey and Zine fighting for the air. Hockey gets a crazy entry into turn 1.
Much needed turn 1 right there, Hockey Fan. Trying to break away this lead from Zine. Oh, not too good to the turn 4 and 5 though.
Yeah, Zine trying to show his experience over Hockey Fan. He has a few years over Hockey Fan. They do have a backmarker right ahead of him. Bill Jarb is gonna hold them up until the hairpin, and there's yet another backmarker. I don't know how the 2 have not gotten bumped yet here, and they have a decent amount of air once again until they reach 2 more backmarkers. It's gonna be Dusty
back to back.
And then there you go. And
yeah, we saw an announcement just a second ago between these battles. An announcement that said the wind is picking up and some of the trackside decorations have become unstable. Who knows what that means? But some heavy winds here in Saudi Arabia cannot be good news for these drivers trying to race on this clean track here. So keep an eye out for possibly some interference from some decorations here as we continue. These 2 still battling it out between each other.
I think another fight we can watch here is between Nido and Gabriel Live. No, never mind. Gabriel Live jumped into the pits.
Yeah, Gabriel trying to avoid that one.
Zinzu beats out Hockey. Zinzu beats out Hockey, I believe. I think Hockey got messed up by a backmarker, and Zinzu just flies past him.
Oh yeah.
Hockey.
Big bump by Hockey.
Hockey probably just doesn't have the expertise yet to try and get past these slower drivers. He needs to know how to race against these drivers properly.
Yeah, that bump
Zane
was quite costly to Hockey Fan. That was a 3-second
Zane's
loss from him to Zine. That one bump, that means a lot here. 3 seconds is the matter of, position. So a couple positions here we probably lost there, net-wise. We keep going. The top 15 have kind of sorted themselves out a little bit. We'll have to wait until there's some intense battle between those top 15, but we can enjoy, of course, random other battles. There's this is AD Plays 19. He's currently sitting in 63rd with 2 pits. He's trying to get around some drivers there. Oh, big frosty grind there on the inside of the turn. That's not where you want to be, as Gossam just passed him. That's 60.
Here we go. We got Blimlim and Terraformer. Blimlim gets bumped badly, and right behind him, here comes Hotspot.
The flagpole has just fallen off the track. Where is the flagpole? It's over here, no?
Where is the flagpole?
The flag of Saudi Arabia has fallen over. Oh no, here's turn 13.
Wait a minute.
Oh, this is bad news.
This might actually be good for some of the drivers here. They're gonna try and go for a wall tap, probably.
You could tap off. Yeah, it's definitely possible. There is a block there you could slow yourself down on, but some drivers are gonna have to bump into this Pikachu. Way too wide in that turn. You gotta be so careful right there. This flag has been just toppled over turn 13 here.
I think the first driver to get correct right now is Hockey Fan, as now he's trying to use the flag to catch up to Zane, who is currently fighting with Sandoris. So Zoom, the host of FA, a Stoneworks Boat Racing League, is trying to close in on Sandoris, try and pick up the pieces after not getting the best qualifying earlier on.
Yeah, we're narrowing down to the last couple of laps of this race. There's about 4 or so laps to go for Hockey Fan here, as he's going to try and beat out the people. I mean, he's got Nito right behind him, 12 seconds here, and he's got the pit stop. So Hockey Fan has to realize he's in 4th right now, but as soon as he enters the pits, which is now, he's going to have problems with a lot more drivers around him fighting for positions.
The Ferris wheel has gone loose.
Oh no, the wind's even worse.
It's gotten even worse. What's going on in Saudi Arabia? The Ferris wheel has toppled over here, if you TV.
Yeah.
And then we got people bumping off here. Kebab messing up. Zoom capitalizing off that and getting more positions off this. And even passing Sandoris, fighting with Kebab here for the lead of the race. He still has to go for a pit, but that's going to be the lead of the race.
Through the debris there. That was a good, close move there. There's Cool Master Nito the first nailing that. So confident in his movement there. That's the experience you need to win these types of races, is someone like Nito's experience there. There's Pikachu going through. A lot of drivers are messing up. There's AO Plays. We saw him early. He's going to try and fit through this gap, but it's not going to fit. He has to go around to a different gap. Oh, poor man.
He bumped Sharpie. That's a bad bump for Sharpie. Gabriel Libes also gets bumped. One of the front runners here. And then we have Brecky. We have a bunch of drivers coming in. Lots of people getting bumped and messed up here. Spine's trying to dodge everyone.
Leading the race right now. He's got no pits, but he is leading. There's Kebab, though, right next to him. These two battling out for P1 right now. Looks like Kebab is going to choose to enter the pits here. He's going to try and undercut Zoom. Good strategy from him. He knows he can't pass him on track, but pitting earlier may help, as long as he can get a faster pace than Zoom does these next couple laps here. As we wind down, laps taken here, so not very much time for all these drivers in the front needing to pit.
Well, Zine has to go for a pit now. He's on lap 12 out of 14. He needs to pit on lap 12 and 13 if he wants to remain qualified into this race. Otherwise, what other fights can we watch? Odie Dawes and Gabriel Life probably. They're not necessarily in tandem right now. Gabriel Life currently fighting with Ferrari F15, who is a pit down on him, but he's still holding on to this position no matter what. I see Oni Dallas trying to get around a backmarker into turn 1, and he gets past him. But he's not out of the blue. Yes, Sharfie right ahead of him too. He's really catching up to him as well. And we'll have to see behind him. I think Ferrari F15 has won his fight against Gabriel Life, someone who has a whole pit above Ferrari F15.
Yeah, let's take a look at Ani Dallas here. He's one of 3 drivers in this top group to have completed 2 pit stops. Not very many have opted for this strategy, but here's Ani Dallas leading that group. We'll see if it pays off for him as we see the rest of the drivers pitting in these next 2 laps here.
I don't think pitting in the late stages of this race is such a bad idea, because the track has gotten a little slower now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
So most drivers have opted for that strategy of pitting very, very late. But Anidalis here, both of his pits have come really early. As we see three drivers all into the pits from this top group here. There's Scene, Sandoras. He's not in this race for the top. There's Hockey Fan, Kazinhu, Nito, Bashiwashi. All these drivers here enter the pits. They need to do so before the end of this race. And so Holland decided to do it the same. Kazinhu way overshooting his pit box. I don't know what happened there. But there we go. So Nito the first coming out there.
Where is he gonna come out in relative to the other drivers? Is he the one leading right now?
I believe he's leading the two pit gang. Yes, he is.
Wait a minute. Will Nito pick up his first race in FC2, race win in FC2 in Jeddah?
I mean,
proving that he has 2 pits done, and he's only about 5 seconds behind Zinzoom, who's currently in the race lead at the moment. Nito the first might have a chance to finally get a win. Finally get a win after probably years of struggling in boat racing. Retired for about a year now, and now going down to penultimate lap. He's about one and a half laps from getting a win in FC2.
Yeah, Nito we didn't really talk about him too much during qualifying. He didn't seem that important to our story here for the lead, but here he is leading this group with a very late last pit stop. Not as late as some of these other drivers have done, but it seemed to have paid off for him. He's cutting through these back markers pretty easily, 1 by 1, a lot easier than cutting them through 2 by 2 or 3 by 3.
Yeah, we got the top 3 pitting. Where is Nito right now?
He's on this last turn here.
He's on the back straight right now, going to the final lap.
So the final lap being led by Nito the first. He has officially claimed this top spot here. All he has to do is finish this lap with nothing too bad happening to him. We'll see the update there. 2.95 seconds to Anidalis. That's how much time he has to lose here.
Onidalis on the prowl, though. Yeah, Onidalis is on the prowl, 2.3 seconds, as Nito is just trying to do his best not to get bumped by these back markers, getting a couple more overtakes on these slow drivers. Here we got Pikachachi. He's lapping Pikachachi. He's more experienced than some of the other back markers that Nito has to deal with. It seems like Nito is just holding on, not getting bumped, and oh my goodness, 2 back markers he has to dodge. Onidalis getting bumped. Onidalis getting bumped.
Oh, that's bad news from him.
I think Zinzoom got a great race as well, going up to P3, even though he wasn't even in the top 15 in qualifying.
Nito cutting through the field there. Oh, very dangerous stuff. Also, there's a duck now. Oh, he gets bumped. Nito gets bumped. Oh, that's bad news.
Be enough for Onidalis to get past him? Here he comes. Onidalis chasing down the lead of the race. And here we go down the last corner. Nito the first going down the inside, but I think Onidalis has the wall tap. He just doesn't need to get bumped right now. Onidalis just barely ahead, and Nito gets second place into the last turn.
Terrible for Nito. Last turn. He had time to do it. Onidalis wins this one. So very close.
Onidalis. P5. We got Sandors in P6. No, 7. Gabriel Live in P6, and then P8 goes to Kebab. Captain Crafty gets P9. Nito the first, just barely, almost getting his win in FC2.
Wow. Well, I tell you what, our poll is completed, and guess how many people voted for Nito to win this race? Absolutely no one.
A big upset.
Voted for Nito to win this one, and here he is standing on second, I believe. But to go from 0% to second is pretty dang good. He almost had that one. However, Onidalis gets his shot there. 31% believed Kazinhu or Onidalis wins. And he has done so there.
What action coming from between Onidalis and Nito the first? Onidalis picking his first race win in FC2 here. So
yeah, he's gonna bring him and his team so many points, especially with Alfrog being so dominant for these first couple of races. I think they've fallen off a little bit here this time around.
Yeah, Ice Bowl Racing. He's racing for Ice Bowl Racing at the moment. And what about Nito? Nito is currently racing for Balcadia Racing, who I believe haven't been doing very strong against the top drivers. Yeah, Alfrog is still on the top, but Iceball Racing still on the proud to get more points here as we continue on to the season. IKEA Racing, I don't know about how they perform this time around, but we definitely have Balkania Racing with Nido performing very well. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Alfrog had didn't have the greatest race they wanted. The nearest driver they have to the top is actually Ferrari F15 in 13th position. So compared to their constant 1-2-3s, 1-2-4s that they've been having all year, this is not their race this time around. It could be Iceball Racing's time to pull up here with Ani Dallas. Hopefully, I believe so. He has earned points for his team with this win here. Wow. I think this may be a big jump for Iceball Racing to really launch himself into this battle against Alfrog for the team championship. Of course, it's only round 4. There's plenty to go. Or excuse me, round 5? I think we're on round 5, yeah?
Round 5. Round 5, yeah.
Yes. With only 5 races into this season, it is still shaping up to be an absolutely intense team competition, driver championship, everything in between. Can go any way possible here. Ani Dallas comes away victorious here in Jeddah. Neither the first, almost had it. Fortunately, not enough. And then, yeah, we had Zinzoom take that third. I believe he was further down the grid order. 15th is where he started, I think. Let's take a look if I can scroll up to him. Round 1 Q1, he started. Oh, where you can find Zinzoom there. Oh gosh, he started 15th. Yeah, he started 15th position, Zinzoom, all the way up to 3rd. While we wait for the finish countdown, can we quickly get an interview with these guys? Let's see if this can happen. It's a little backwards to the order, but we're gonna try it. Okay, all right, everyone. We got 2 minutes until everyone's here to throw snowballs. We're gonna get quick interviews here because this one has been an absolutely crazy one. And of course, we start with our third position, Zinzoom. How has that been for you? Because we saw you starting P15 in quali, but managed to pull all the way up with that racing strategy there. How does it feel to go all the way up to 3rd?
No, I started last. I got moved to
last.
You're
the GOAT, man. You're the GOAT.
I moved up 30 positions in the first corner. Then I was just cutting through the field like it was butter, man. Just slashing through everything.
Zinzoom XFC1 drivers.
I thought the pit delta was gonna be closer to like 30, and so when I did not think I was even in the top 3. I thought I was like 10th or something because I was leading the race with the 0 pits, and then I came out and I was like, what the fuck? I'm actually close. What? I did not expect it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, good job for that 3rd position there. Cut like butter is Zinzoom's interpretation of that race there. Let's move it on to Nido. Nido, you
Hello there.
had that. We didn't think you had it, but then you had it, and then you didn't. So walk me through that process there, which you probably thought the same things throughout that race, and what happened there at the end.
So I had a pretty bad start, okay? And then I pitted, and then I realized I shouldn't have pitted because I had 20 people in front of me instead of 5. So I just tried to evade backmarkers, and then when Killer told me, Nido, you're not P1. Holy! I was like, okay, last lap, somewhat clean air. It's FC2, you don't have clean air. I got up to backmarkers in the last 3 turns, and I got bumped once, twice, 3 times. Saw Oni coming up behind me. I looked like, oh no, oh hell no, and he just overtook me.
Wow. I mean, I'll tell you what, that we do these polls. I'm not sure if you're too familiar with the broadcast here. We do these polls every week where we say who's going to win, and we sort them up by the front 3 rows. And with 25 votes, nobody voted for you. I'll tell you that. I don't know if that's good news or bad news, but I mean, here I was when you were leading that last lap. I'm like, dude, he's got to win. It'd be so funny. Nobody's going to vote for him, and he takes this victory. But unfortunately, it wasn't in the cards. FC2 got the best of you, and
the FC2 shenanigans go crazy.
That's how it be sometimes. You know, you're sometimes on the receiving end of that, sometimes on the conceding end. So, but still, P2 is still an amazing job for you for your very first FC2 race. Am I correct on that?
True.
Yeah,
I
I
think,
so.
maybe.
Good job on that. But we got to take it to our. Oh my
Blue,
gosh.
blue.
What?
Blue. Can I have an interview? I got
No.
51, but
No,
my
who?
best ever
Ani Dallas gets our
ever finished.
All right, Ani Dallas, you were thinking you were getting second in that race, but
Yeah.
Nito's faulty FC2 shenanigans has boosted you up one more position to the absolute victory of here at Jeddah. Legendary status, I might say. It's tough through here, and you managed to avoid everything.
Last lap was incredible. Impossible to overtake someone. I mean, a lot of backmarkers. Try to avoid them was super hard, and in the last lap, poor Nido.
Yeah, you can't say the win hasn't been victorious without maybe a little bit of luck there, but still, skill gets you on top of these podiums. So, I mean, Ani Dallas, you and your team of Icebow Racing have launched themselves way up the order. You have, you realize that you've kind of opened the whole of this top dominance by Alfrog of you winning this race alone. So, you're coming to the next race here with a fight to be had in the team championships and the driver championships. So be ready for this in 2 weeks here. I hope you are.
Yeah, the team championship is more live than never, so we will try to P1 in the next race.
There you go. Try to P1 next race is the words from Ani Dallas as we take you to the end of this one. Let's give everyone the snowballs. We did this in a backward
hold on,
order.
Blue.
What?
Blue.
I went P30.
Good job, Oni.
61 in the first lap.
Continue to do 3 pits?
Blue, can you
It
congratulate
was
me for my
crazy.
best ever finish?
Congrats on your best ever finish. There you go. Take out the snowballs, everybody. We will watch all of this here. They celebrate their victories here. Zinzu, Nito, and of course, Ani Dallas takes this one away.
Oh my goodness.
We will see you
It is very
guys
loud.
in 2 weeks' time. Before you go anywhere, 2 weeks' time, of course, you can. Oh my gosh, you can always join these races.
You're making me lag!
And it's the same time every single race here, but we'll have a 1 week
How'd
break.
you do, Econos?
Next time, what are we in next time for race 6? I believe.
Wait, I cannot hear
Oh, I
you.
believe we're in Miami. I think we're in Miami in 2 weeks' time. So back to the States for the first time this season. We'll see who has the greasiest races of them all. This frame rate. Awful, guys. Awful. Well, they're gonna continue their
Can I get an interview?
absolute shenanigans. STDG trying to get his latest interview for his accomplishments 2 or 3 hours ago. We'll leave you there. Join us 2 weeks' time in Miami, same time as always. And yeah, we'll see you there. What a great finish we have. Stay tuned on the FC1 Discord there to make sure if you want to see what the standings look like. And yeah, that's gonna be it for here. We'll see you next time. Bye. What a good daytime. I'm down for this.
And Frankie is already starting to block it into turn 1. Here we go. We have TGG and Gimmick already in turn 1.
Here's a little
We have
bonus for you
Hunspot leading
guys.
the race. Hockey Fan with a humongous start. A humongous start up to second place with Pikachu in third place.
Oh.
Frankie ruined everyone's race here, going down the middle of the track. He's currently placing blocks into turn 1.
A little bonus race for you guys.
my
I got
goodness.
this back on just for a brief moment for you guys who decided to wait around for some reason. A little race around the Melbourne track. Brecky is.
And he gets stopped
What
by
is he?
Brecky.
What is he doing? I don't even know who's winning. I don't even know who's how many. But they're going in circles. Yeah. When we said we're going to American next, we did not mean an oval track, but you know they can get a little pre-game going, I guess, with this.
It is Australia. It is still Australia.
I understand it's Australia, but it is an oval.
Oh my god, how do I get
There's
this?
TDG.
Close
There's
enough,
Crafties.
NASCAR.
Who's winning? Do you see who's winning? Who's winning?
Hotspot.
Okay, that's a race.
Where's Hotspot at? There he
I'm
there
currently
he
just
is.
doing donuts. I'm doing donuts right now to ruin their races.
There you go. Yeah, some silly, goofy stuff going on. They do this every single time at the end of the FC2 broadcast. They always go and jump on a random track and start racing on it. Somebody's going backwards.
I got flat, that's a win.
But so if you
Bye,
feel like joining the
Glenn.
FC2 community and hanging out for these races and hanging on a little bit longer, this is what you get into. Absolute carnage like this.
Womp
Uh,
womp. Womp womp.
They love it here.
Oh my
We
God.
love it here. Prospects is such a great culture we have, where people can just race when they want to on whatever track they want to, however silly it may be, however many people there may be. It's just,
Dude, Blue, I'm about to lap you, bro. You
It's-
got cooked.
it's peak.
Hey, those two
What else can I
guys.
say? It's so fun.
How you doing, those?
Yeah. So there you go.
Oh,
This is what
I'm
you
not catching
can
up.
we can expect.
What do you mean? What am I doing?
At the end of an FC2 race? All right, we'll take you
Shatabdi!
back though.
Yes.
We'll
Mr.
see you.
Speed, what do you
in-
mean?
We'll see you in Miami.